going on? It's your boy Eddie G.
Oh man. It said his name already. All right, what's up, y'all? It's Sonny D, aka Halo Champ, aka How Your Girl Doing, aka Where Your Girl At. What's up, y'all?
Help me.
Yeah. Help me. Everybody.
The only professional one is the wolf. How y'all doing?
Happy Spider-Man week to everyone.
You finished saying your name? You finished saying your name?
Oh yeah.
He said his whole name, his government name, everything. Anyway, thank you guys for checking us out on Geek Social Lounge. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe, and also visit us on Discord on Geek Social Lounge. Right now, we're here to talk about the latest movie that came out, the hit movie. It's making a lot of good feedbacks, man, out here, man. Everybody knows Marvel, Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Let's go, Spidey.
That movie was lit, as the young kids will say. I enjoyed every bit of it. And mind you guys, before we even go into this is a spoiler. So if you guys were able to watch the movie over the weekend, book your ticket, go see this. Don't check this out. Don't watch the video until you watch the movie. Then come back and watch us, check us out, you know, in our intake about the movie. And we'll give it a rate after the end of the movie and stuff like that. And please, if you guys already seen this movie and stuff like that, post your thoughts too as well. So taking away, of course, it's the #1 champ, the man down here with the dreads that looks like Bob Marley's grandson, the Wolf. Take it away. What you thought about this movie, man? Take it away.
Well, how should I say this?
It was the best fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. That's right.
This movie is it's already movie of the year for me. Okay, that's like without a doubt. Everything that I wanted from this movie to happen, it happened. We got Andrew. We got my Spider-Man, Toby, the one I grew up with. We got Tom Holland, my new favorite Spider-Man. All in one movie. We even got Sonny D's favorite, the blind dude, the red blind dude known as Daredevil was in the movie, and he was in there.
that boy do work. That boy.
That was surprise there, boy.
I was not expecting to see him that damn early. But yeah, the whole plot, the villains were, everybody in this movie acted their ass off. There was nobody in this movie that did not put in no work. Everybody, Doctor Strange, everybody. The story was great. Of course, they had a few little plot holes, you know, regarding like how the villains came into the world and their reasoning for that. It was little plot holes in that, but besides that, that's like little fucking nitpicks. Overall, this movie was fantastic from start to finish. It was no point in this movie that bored me. Nothing. I was engaged the whole time through. As I told Eddie G, I never said "oh shit" so many times while watching a movie in my life. Every couple 15 minutes. Oh shit! Oh! Yeah!
You couldn't stop saying
movie, yeah. They definitely was not playing with this one. Let me see. There's so many great characters. Hard to choose. Electro, he stood out for me because he was funny as hell inside the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was really good.
Electro did his thing. Jamie Foxx, he definitely did it.
Jamie Foxx.
Of course, Alfred Molina, he's always great as Doc Ock. Willem Dafoe, of course, he stole the show. Of course, he was the #1 threat of the entire movie. The whole action was great. I wasn't expecting them to go WWE, WCW up in here, but they was doing power drivers and body slams through floors and shit.
All was missing was Jim Ross doing the commentary. That whole scene. That's all thing that was missing. But yeah, definitely.
Right, yeah, he definitely should have been in there because they had, especially at the fucking end part, they had Tom fighting Green Goblin, and he was just going in, like he was repeatedly trying to kill that man. But yeah, it was just great, and you know, for the future of what they're gonna do with this franchise, because you know, they wiped everybody's memory of who Peter Parker was. Like, they still know Spider-Man, but Peter Parker, nobody knows who that guy is. So they can take this in a million different directions, but we can talk about that portion later. But overall, this movie hit everything that I wanted it to do. I'm just like, I'm still on a fucking high from it. I seen it twice. That's how you know I love this movie. I seen it twice. I barely see movies more than once these days. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, maybe I forgot if I saw Black Panther twice. Maybe, but that was probably like the last one. But yeah, everybody did like a great job. Trying to think, is anything that I'm missing? Of course, Aunt May died. It didn't really hit me that hard. Like, I felt bad.
It wasn't a moment.
Yeah, because like I heard rumors that it was either gonna be her or Happy. One of them was gonna die. So I kind of sort of expected that. I wasn't sure how, but you know, of course, it had to have been Green Goblin to do it.
Yeah.
Who else? Andrew Garfield. Let me talk about him for a second. I was never a fan of his. Not a fan of either of his movies, first one or the second one. It wasn't because of him particularly, but the way that they was made, they were just horribly made movies. And I always thought he was like a decent Spider-Man and a terrible Peter Parker. But in this one, he definitely redeemed himself. I felt like he had some really good lines in here. Yeah, like, and especially when he saved MJ, and he kind of like, you know, redeemed himself from when he let Gwen died inside his universe. He showed a lot of emotion in that part. And that part, it kind of hit me. So I'm like, okay, he's doing his thing. He's trying to, you know, make up for that BS that he did in the past in those other movies. But yeah, he stood out. I'm not gonna lie about that. But yeah, overall, Tom Holland, he finally ended up being the Spider-Man that we wanted him to be. You know, everybody was talking about, oh, he was the Iron Man Jr. this whole time inside the MCU, but we didn't know what this was. We didn't know that this whole trilogy was basically a whole origin story for him to be the true Spider-Man. Like, we did not know that, and that's just like, thinking about it, that's just brilliant to me, because
number one,
awesome job, yeah. And
he said,
yeah, but now he's gonna be the true Spider-Man. I love the suit that they had at the end. That was
that was dope. I
love that. You know, he finally had his swinging moment, just like the old movies always had a swinging part. Yeah. At the end of the movie. And I noticed that it was snowing, and it was in that Rockefeller Center place. I don't know if you guys keep up with Hawkeye, but that's gonna be a little section that's gonna happen there. So they might show Spider-Man. I hope. Fingers crossed. But yeah. Overall, movie is amazing. You already know what I'm about to say. 10 out of 10.
This mug, he didn't even let us talk about the movie before we gave you the ratings. What the heck?
I'm getting a rating.
You can't wait. You can say, yo, okay, Eddie G, what you gotta say? Okay, Sonny D, what you gotta say? And then we go over the rating. Yo, you were so excited about this movie, you just straight up gave it a score right after your whole expression of the movie. Okay, now let me go, since you gave it a 10, all right? First of all, I went to the movie by myself. That's how dedicated I was. I didn't want no partner. There was nobody to ask. I had to go out to work. There was only tickets. I live up in the East Coast. Right next. Hey, I'm like tri-state away from Peter Parker. All right. I'm in Jersey. Okay.
He saw him swinging a couple times.
Yeah, I could have sworn I saw that man swinging all the way across the Empire State. Okay. So tickets are selling out crazy. All right. So I was only able to get the tickets only for one seat. You know what I'm saying? So I went, saw the movie, enjoyed the hell out of it. And it's a 2 hours and 30-minute movie, mind you. You know, most 2-hour movies are boring, or it gets slow and it takes too long. It's not that much entertaining. But Spider-Man No Way Home was very entertaining. It was a lot of things that all the cast was great. I loved everything. I just love how everybody was just laughing at Octavia, the whole octopus name. Octavia, what's his name? Octavia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Octavius. Yeah.
Octavius. Everybody just started laughing. You know, Dr. Otto Octavius, I had to think of the name, but it was just so funny. A lot of moments. I love Jamie Foxx as Electro. I love the ending when he was talking about at the end when he was like, man, I know there's a black Spider-Man somewhere. It was some good moments. Definitely Willem Dafoe, you gotta give the man credit when it's due, cause he made sure he played the villain role very good. You know, and the psychotic, I got voices in my head type, that gave you that realization that he really has the evil, side of Osborn, who is telling about killing and doing all this stuff. So it was gonna be a moment that he was gonna kill somebody. That's what he does. I mean, that's what he did. So of course he's gonna kill Tom Holland, Peter Parker's, Aunt May. And it like I said, it wasn't a holy shit moment, but it was like, oh man, that's harsh. And look what's gonna put Peter in that mindset, because remember, he was thinking about, he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to help the villains from whatever they had going on, because he didn't think it was, he it's not his problem. But his Aunt May was like, listen, it's about doing good in the world. You know what I'm saying? Good for the people. I mean, they take care of people of the homeless shelter. She sees the good of people. So that's her that's her character. So of course she's gonna put that into Spider-Man or Peter Parker and stuff like that. So I could see that, and he's making mistakes and he's starting to regret and everything. So I love that whole side of that as far as the storyline's concerned. Oh man, you Wolf, you pretty much covered everything. There was some great moments. Of course, I was happy to see Toby and Alfred, come in. But I just love that part when they was at the Empire State. I mean, the Statue of Liberty, and they was like talking about how Toby, web sprung, how it comes out of his body instead of the gadgets they have.
That was like probably my whole favorite moment right there when they was talking about.
There was some sexual jokes in there. That's what I like.
Yeah, cause like Andrew was like, "It's a real hassle. Like we gotta go back to the lab and create these. You can just
make it likable, enjoyable for adults too, because people grew up on the first Spider-Man. I mean, we're adults now. I mean, half of us was kids or growing up to be young adults. So of course they had to put a little joke in there. I just love that. I love the chemistry. Definitely. Yeah, they did. Alfred definitely touched me when he did save Tom Holland's Mary J, because right where he saved her, and you saw when he's about to cry, thinking that he did it, and it kind of hurt him. Everybody in the crowd was like, oh. I was like, yo, I was with the crowd. I was like, oh. He get it.
He finally redeemed himself.
He saved her. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
So
all three of them, chemistry though. All three of them. All the Spider-Man, they had great chemistry. Like in the little lab part. Yeah, that was funny when the fat kid, what's his name? Ned. Like he was like Peter. They're like, which one? Parker. Peter Parker. That's still us. I don't.
Yeah, right.
That shit was funny.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I love Happy because he was going through. Huh?
What's so bad for him?
I did because of that breakup.
No, it's not. It's not even.
It was more than that. Yeah.
He lost his best friend, Iron Man.
Yeah.
He loses the girl that he been wanting.
Yeah.
And he has nothing now. I don't know what the hell he's gonna do.
He's Spider-Man.
Let's not even mention.
Oh yeah.
He was at the cemetery.
And let's not forget his apartment fucked up.
Oh yeah. They got sand and everything else in that bitch.
Yeah. But I that one thing I think you mentioned earlier that I agree with. I didn't understand the whole, coming into the multiverse and all the villains, they come in like at a time where they knew Spider-Man, but they came at a time before they all died in their own Spider-Verse. So
but some of them didn't even die. Like Sandman, he didn't die.
Before they died. Yeah.
He didn't die, I don't think. So it was like, it didn't add up. Like, I mean,
they couldn't really explain that in that amount of time.
Right, but look, like, it's stupid though, because they could have just said all the people that know Spider-Man, they came in, and that would have been it. If they just had to know Spider-Man, but they said, oh, they got to know Peter Parker specifically.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Those who know Peter. Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe Electro, he didn't even know that Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man. Yeah. So
that's another thing.
How did he come in? Like, but
yeah, that was another thing people was talking about. Is like, wait, Electro didn't really know Spider-Man in the Andrew version, so it was like, how the heck? But to reach the insider outside of Spider-Man, they said Willem Dafoe before they was casting him back to do No Way Home, he said specifically he did not want to do a cameo. If they're gonna have him do a cameo, he is not coming, because he wanted to do the action. He wanted to be the whole shebang. So I was glad that he did that. I'm glad they decided to do that. Because they gave him. He stole the show. As Green Goblin, he definitely stole the show. So I enjoy it. I think him and Alfred, they all did good, but Alfred definitely what's the other name?
Doc.
Yeah, they all did good, and for what it's worth. So I was glad, but I think the ending got me too when he had no choice but to have everybody forget him. That really hurt. Because now, his friends, his closest friends, they don't know who he is.
It's basically a whole reboot. Like, they just gonna have his next trilogy. He's gonna be in college and he's gonna start from scratch, I guess. So
yeah,
I mean that's kind of exciting. But yeah, Sonny D, what did you think about the movie? Favorite part? I already know what the answer is.
This movie was a great movie, but I wasn't as excited as Wolf over here. He's the hugest Spider-Man fan you ever meet in your life.
No lie.
He always loved Spider-Man, so I'm happy he got a chance to see all the Spider-Man together. It's a great end. I don't know if it's this the trilogy. I don't know. I don't think it's the end, but it was a nice send off, and people from back in the day could see Tobey Maguire and Andrew and the new Spider-Man together, and I think that was a wonderful idea. This movie was definitely for all the Spider-Man fans. This one was for y'all. Me personally, The movie was great. Obviously, I ain't gonna hate on Spider-Man. You know, Spider-Man's a good character. Venom's better, but that's for the different video. But one of my favorite parts, they brought my boy Daredevil back. They put him in the movie. Me and Wolf's favorite characters, mine's is Daredevil and Sean's is Spider-Man. Wolf's is Spider-Man. So from the animated cartoon, they had Daredevil and Spider-Man working together. They was friends and everything. So that was a great like paying homage to the old animated series. And I was so happy to see my favorite Daredevil. I love my favorite Daredevil as of now in the movie. That was great. This movie had the closest version of the Sinister Six I think that we got. They was trying to do this with the Andrew Garfield series, but it didn't work out. So this is our closest version of the Sinister Six that we got, and it was amazing to see it on screen. I love the Electro suit. When he had it really made it from the comic when he had the star. Yeah.
The star. Yeah, that was spot on. I was glad they pulled it off. They brought it that way.
Right.
Instead of
they actually put some effort into it, unlike the last Spider-Man too.
I'll get to Andrew Garfield in a minute, but they did a real good job. Jamie Foxx, very funny guy. He did an awesome performance. Everybody that like y'all said, did a great job acting wise. One thing I want to hit on Doctor Strange. I'm not a big fan of Doctor Strange, but him and Spider-Man in this movie, it was funny. I don't know. When he was doing when Doctor Strange was doing the spell, trying to, for everybody to forget about Spider-Man, it was funny because Spider-Man kept trying to change the spell while he was doing it, and he's kind of funny. Doctor Strange himself.
He is. He got that.
Yeah. And when they was fighting against each other, Spider-Man stole the box or the spell box, whatever it was saying. And that was one of the funniest moments is when Doctor Strange caught Spider-Man and he did like some type of power where he could push your soul out of Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the move that I think it was the ancient one, and she used it on Doctor Strange inside his movie.
Right.
And now, because he
pretty much learned and knows and. Yeah.
So while Spider-Man, like his body, his soul, wherever that world is, he can still use his arm somehow. Spider-Man, and that was one of the funniest moments. He was moving his arm, and
I think it's his Spidey, his sense of spider, like the Spider-Man, like an instant. I think it was that helped him.
His spider sense went into like autopilot, so that's the only reason why he could still even if Spider-Man is knocked unconscious, his body will still react. It still senses shit.
Yeah, that part was so funny. I love that part.
The whole fight sequence on that part was dope. I'm shocked as hell that they actually let Spider-Man win that. I mean,
exactly. The whole thing was like Inception. I didn't know what was going on. My brain
Doctor Strange even amazing. Lost in his own world. That's a crazy thing.
How you know Spider-Man fuck with?
And all Spider-Man used was physics. I think it was physics or something like that.
Geometry.
He paid geometry. Yeah, he paid attention in school, bro.
Beat him with Matt.
That's his main power. Education. You see, kids.
I want to get on to Andrew Garfield. So happy he's in this movie.
Your favorite
Me
Spider-Man.
Personally, I know Wolf is against this, but that's one of my favorite.
Oh no, I'm not
Spider-Man.
He said, "I don't care what you say."
Look. Everybody has a Spider-Man for their generation, and that's what makes the character Spider-Man so beloved.
Yeah, that's true.
we had Toby, yours, you got Andrew, and it's gonna be kids that are gonna have Tom as their Spider-Man that you know that they grow up with. But yeah, he definitely. I mean, I'm not gonna knock him. Like he definitely did a great job inside of the movie.
But they changed his suit inside. I know they changed his suit though.
They changed his suit.
He had the same suit from his movie. No, he probably had the same one from the second movie.
Yeah,
I remember the one. I love the one from the first movie. I might be in the minority,
definitely.
But I did love that first. You know, it's only because it was they tried to do something new and different, and I like things like weird and different. So that was a new take on Spider-Man costume. So he had sneakers and all that going on with the first Amazing Spider-Man. But I love that he was in the movie. One thing that I wish that they did put in the movie was I was looking forward to seeing Michael Keaton as the Vulture.
Oh yeah.
Michael Keaton, the GOAT, first best Batman, one of the best Batman, but I really loved him as Vulture in the first movie. And they could, and Wolf, I think it was an Easter egg where he said Scorpion was in the movie, and Vulture was, they was in the background. But I wish they, that would have made the whole Sinister Six aspect even better if they was, all together. Like if they put Scorpion and Vulture, as that team up.
I do not think that they were trying to do the Sinister Six officially inside this movie. That's why it was only 5 of them. So I think Sony is planning. They still trying to get this Sinister Six movie by themselves.
I don't think so because they trying Sony and Marvel's in the talks now about future other projects.
Yeah, I mean you see how much money that they made this weekend. Of course, they have no choice.
Well, whenever that do happen, it's gonna be big though. And I just want to hit on the last thing. They got my boy Tom Hardy at the end.
I'm glad you brought that up.
What do you call those?
The
mid-credit scenes. So I was huge. I love Tom Hardy. I loved him at Venom. So I was so happy, they have him in the mid-credit scene. I wish he was inside the movie fighting with him, with Spider-Man, but I know that's gonna come in the future. But I was just so happy to see, Venom. I was like, I told Wolf, I kept asking him, was Venom in the movie before? I wasn't gonna go see. He wouldn't tell me.
You wasn't gonna go see. I wasn't gonna go see Venom was in the movie. I know it's called Spider-Man, but I know it's called Spider-Man, but Venom got to be in the mix.
So this movie gets a high score just for having Daredevil and Venom in it. So great movie, and if you haven't seen it, go see it immedially after you see this video. And
you should not watch video, but
just go see
that's why we're gonna put spoilers. Put spoiler alert on that title.
Yeah,
but
that was my
one thing I want to say is I didn't understand Venom. Eddie Brock didn't know Peter, so why did he at the end he gets sent out to wherever he was from in the multiverse? Actually, he was teleported the first time. So
there's a definite explanation for this. So I don't know if you remembered at the end of Venom's last movie.
I remember.
Venom was actually trying to explain to Eddie that he's like a part of a big hive mind with every other symbiote that's in the multiverse, and they all pretty much have like the same hive mind. So, for instance, in Toby's universe, he actually fought, that version is Venom.
That version
of Venom knows that Peter Parker.
Okay.
So this Tom Hardy Venom, he knows that already, so that's why he's there.
Yeah. Okay. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That kind of helped that. Thanks a lot, Wolf. Remember, always go on Wikipedia or go on or Geek Social Lounge and ask Wolf, and he'll help and give you all the information that you need to
Any
clear up
questions you
any
got.
thoughts about Marvel or DC storylines and comics. But I'm gonna end it, wrap it up. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Wolf gave it 10, and Sunny D 10 out
I'll
of 10.
give it a 9.5 only because the Vulture wasn't in it.
That was only okay.
Michael Keaton wasn't, but it was a great movie.
He probably-
It was great. It was great. I enjoy. I'm.
He's probably gonna be in Morbius.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
gonna be in
right.
Morbius.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
he's
right,
gonna.
right. Maybe
Morbius
that's a
coming out
whole
soon
license
too.
thing.
I don't have the date for Morbius, but when is Morbius coming? Anybody aware?
They ain't come out next week.
Well, he's gonna be in that, so make sure you guys check that out when the movie come out. But yeah, so Wolf gives it a 10 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10. Sunny D gives it a 9.5 out of 10. So we enjoyed. That's our thoughts. I hope you guys enjoy our video. Please comment. Let us know what you guys thought of the movie. If you guys seen the movie, what's your thoughts? What's your rating? Whatever, you just give us your feedback. And please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content. We'll hit you up. Once again, it's your boy Eddie G.
We already know it's your homie, the Wolf.
The Wolf.
Sunny D.
And we out. Peace out, guys. Happy holidays.